Camera speed.
Sound production, take one.
So recently, after about 18 months total on the road, on the highway, off-roading absolutely everywhere, north to south, east to west, I found myself back in the Ozarks. And it was a good timing because the truck had some issues that were self-inflicted. And I ended up with my truck up on the rack once again at Ozarks Overland Outfitters. And Jason and Matt and Eric all kicked in to help get this thing up and rolling again. We had a serious issue and we went through all sorts of parts. Lots of things had to be replaced. It is what it is. But while I was there, I noticed this was sitting in the shop, and I had never seen this before. And when I say this, it's a 1993 HDJ81 series Land Cruiser. Right-hand drive, and it's automatic, factory 410 gears, 37-inch tires, Delta bumpers, 12.5-inch come-up winch, and this thing is totally rigged out. Turbo, diesel, 80 series from the factory. Are you kidding me?
Farther than me, but front locker got him. Yeah. See, right front quit pulling. He had a little more head of steam.
Now, I shouldn't be surprised because every time I go to the shop, there's a new variation of Land Cruiser that is just epic, awesome, and really hard to come by. But I had to get a walk around of this truck, even though the shop was incredibly busy. For example, so you're custom fabricating this fan shroud for that 80 series that you guys were working on when I was here last time, and you finally got the right intercooler for it. You couldn't make the last one fit no matter what, right? Just wasn't, no hood scoop, nothing. So this is turning into quite the custom job here.
Yeah, every single bit.
Right?
Except for the intercooler.
This is phenomenal. So, everyone that's watching right now is like, I don't know what that is, but I want one. Well, Matt's the man. That's what he does. It's going in Rod and Gun's truck. This is going to look badass. Eric's finishing up what I believe is 1 out of 340 series. This truck is minty. And he's been working on this for the last 2 days, just doing teeny tiny things most people wouldn't notice. But if he didn't do them, you'd probably notice, if that makes any sense. Eric is very happy. You can tell by the smile. See that? I eat Eric's Cheez-Its while he's not here. And then, of course, you got the owner over here making this 60 series look like it just dropped out of the showroom. Jason, did you lay the red on this?
Yes.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, the red is just phenomenal. I mean, as you can see. So even with a full schedule, I convinced Jason that A, I should drive his new 81 series, and B, the best thing for him, the shop, and America would be for me to do a full walk around of this truck. And this truck is built out like you dream about. And he agreed. It's my first time driving a turbo diesel 80 series from the factory. I've driven converted, but never factory. So a right-hand drive was definitely different, but it wasn't terrible. And it's an automatic, so you have the same amount of room on the right-hand side as you do on the left-hand side. Now, driving a standard Japanese truck, it's so much tighter and much more uncomfortable, in my opinion. I got a chance to drive both, and I'll take the 80 series all day. But let me have Jason walk you through this build, because this build is to die for. All right, so this is the newest truck you've added to your stable.
Yep.
What year is this, brother?
This is a 93 HDJ81.
Right-hand drive.
Right-hand drive, 1HDT turbo diesel.
Wow. And you have decked this thing out since you got it. I mean,
Yeah.
you went with Delta front and rear. How come you went with a Delta bumper instead of like 4x4 off-road? I mean, off-road labs, 4x4 labs, etc.
We've worked with all of the companies, and they're all great bumpers, but we
Right.
really felt like the Deltas were by far the strongest. If anybody has wheeled with me or watched me wheel, I wheel hard.
I've wheeled. Oh, you asshole! I've wheeled with you.
And
yes.
you can look around this rig. I've only had a handful of trips, and there's rock scrapes all the way around it.
Right.
We like the rocks, and Delta not only is, I feel like, probably the strongest, best built bumper out there. Dave, the owner, is a solid dude. He'd take care of you, and he's just kind of guy you want to support.
And these are highly modular. Like, you can move
Yes.
things around. You can customize it exactly how you want
Yep,
it.
he adds a lot of holes, and you can move as far as how this position. You can move. You can see on the tire carrier on this side. You can move it to where it fits the tire on the back of the vehicle with what you have and tire size and
I mean,
and all that.
this is crazy.
Yep, and it's got legs that just pop out.
Come on, man. You got a little spot to stuff your toe straps in.
Yep.
And the locking mechanism, a child can open and close.
Oh, yeah.
Is that
It's super
fair
easy.
to say?
It's by far the easiest one that I've seen. We'll just do this side, Richie.
All
so
right.
he hits it on 2 points as far as how it locates to the bumper, and then that's it.
Wow.
Open it.
I remember when Delta came around, they changed the game completely, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I love Slee. I've been to the shop, blah, blah, blah. But I mean, the way they set these things up is just phenomenal. But again, I mean, you've got 37s on this beast.
Yep.
And from a distance, I thought they were 35s. And
They
you're
fit
running
nice.
You're running 37s with no lift, and you're still tucking.
It's a 3-inch. It's a 3-inch MRR, or excuse me, it's a 3-inch IMS on this rig, Dobson's.
Oh, my mistake.
Yep. And so it's the heaviest 3-inch. It's the C59 153 front or rear springs, and then C59 170 front springs.
Gotcha. Well, the 37s fit right in there. You're having no problem tucking them.
Running 2-inch bump stop drops. I got the Dura bumps, extended bump stops in the back, and then the front I got Slee 2-inch bump stop spacers.
Got you. I see you went with the Go Fast campers. Is that because you happen to have a couple of them already at the shop?
I did. I had a brand new one that been sitting around for a long time.
I remember
it was in
that.
a box, and I worked a good deal out with the owner of the tent.
Because you're usually an Alu-Cab or
Quick pitch.
Yep. As
We've
you
been really,
can see by the lot.
we've been really supportive of Alu-Cab.
Hell yeah.
Over the last several years.
Yep.
I've got the Alu-Cab Hercules conversion on the troop carrier, so
Right.
yeah, I just really like the product.
So, who makes these guys?
This was Big Country 4x4 out of South Africa.
That is, those are serious.
Yep.
I love the Gull Wings that I had on my 80 series, but these are just a little bit.
Yeah.
They're just a little bit heavier duty. I mean, the mechanism, the material, everything's just a little heavier.
So the way I like to set my 80s up is I like, on the side that the fridge is on, I like to use this little Delta storage deal. So you can store stuff in this Gull Wing without interfering with the fridge working.
Right.
And this one here, I'm not 100% finished with the setup. This is a new truck to me. But I put my RB twin back here, which I normally mount under the hood, but I'm running it off my 200 amp hour lithium battery.
Same thing I'm doing in the back with mine.
Yep. This area right here on the back side, my 2000 watt inverter fits perfect. I haven't got it mounted yet, but so that unusable space between this cargo enclosure and the fridge, which would normally be unusable space, that's where the inverter's going.
Very well done.
It's going to be usable space. And I'll also, the air chuck, I put this in right before a trip, but not before a trip, so I just threw it in where it was usable. But I'm going to remote mount the air chuck and the switch to right here,
Right.
so it'd just be super easy to.
I got my chuck right off the back bumper right here. And with the four-way,
it
it works
good.
out perfect, man.
Yep.
So this comes with the factory throttle, the hand throttle. That was a big deal. I remember putting mine in my 80 series, and it was like, I'm all set now.
Yeah.
But hand throttle does actually, hand throttles do play a role when you're off-roading.
Oh yeah,
Especially
for sure.
when you're winching, things of that nature. But winching with a diesel is easier, isn't it? Because of the RPMs, or am I just making that up?
The alternator still spins the same.
Okay.
So that really doesn't make difference.
I see you just put the escape gear cover on here.
Yep, that was a birthday present from my wife.
That's a good wife right there.
Yeah, you bet. She's the best.
And it matches. It fits in perfectly, man.
Yep.
Escape gear is great stuff. I've got one as well.
Yep.
So is it? I asked you this already. Is there less room because the truck, the steering wheel's on that side?
It's really not.
Because you're a big guy, you know what I mean?
I think the what I know, only thing I noticed was I had the same cup holder in my other 80, and it never was a problem for my wife when it was on this side, but it actually rubs her leg. I'm gonna take and cut this cell phone part off because we never use it anyways.
Got ya.
It actually rubs her leg, and on after a weekend trip,
It's just annoying and distracting, and that's not what you want. Now, you didn't do the Delta console here because
it's got the factory fridge.
Imagine
and ice
that,
maker.
dude.
Yeah.
So you've checked off,
And it works.
You've ticked all the boxes here.
Yep.
You've got the factory hand throttle, factory windshield washers, factory console refrigerator. Does it work?
It works. Yeah, it works
no
good.
No kidding, man.
I don't have the ice tray, but it so I haven't checked the ice function, but I'd say it does. And this thing originally had like adjustable shocks from the inside the cabin.
That is crazy.
And in '93, so the Japanese got a lot of neat stuff that we didn't get.
Right.
And then factory front and rear lockers.
So are you going to keep the steering wheel? Does it bother you? Are you getting used to it?
I actually like it.
There you go.
It's I've got a good friend of mine, Nolan Grogan, down Mississippi. He actually gives me phone calls and asks if I got rid of the steering wheel yet. And I, of course, tell him no, that I've been too busy. But to be honest, I
just don't want to let go of it.
I kind of like it.
There you go.
It's kind of one of those little weird novelties.
Nothing wrong with that, man. It might be for a reason.
Yep.
So, all right. So, the interior looks good. It's on 37s. You can barely notice. It's a 3-inch lift. It's a turbo diesel. It's got windshield wipers on the headlights that you removed. And it came with a factory hood scoop. Or somebody cut the scoop.
The previous owner added the scoop.
And this is water intercooler?
No, it's air to, it's top mount air to air.
Got you. Okay, so now that you own the truck, is this all legit? Does this all work properly? Is there anything you're gonna change?
It wouldn't have been the one that I would have chose if I would have bought it. I would have bought a bigger one. On the Troopy, if you look back in one of Richie's old videos, you can see the intercooler on it. It's massive.
And was that one air to air as well?
It is, yep.
So that's better because the only other option we had for the 80 series was the water cooled one. And there was
front mount.
So much plumbing involved.
Yeah.
So many moving parts. This is just doing its job.
But this one, I mean, it's, I may upgrade to a bigger intercooler if I ever do like injection pump work or bigger turbo. But I mean, it does great.
Does what it does. I mean, what do you need this to do? You know what I mean? Seriously.
Yep. It's got plenty of power.
The way you know how to drive and the way this truck is set up, you can pretty much go any place.
Yep.
No problem. These mounts are for the intercooler.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, as a kit from HPD that
And you use that on a lot of your turbo diesel builds, right?
yeah, I use cross country intercoolers out of Australia.
Okay.
Is the brand I really like.
Now, is there anything that's, is there anything that's a pain in the ass because of the way this is set up? Like, can you get to the air filter, oil filter?
Yeah, it's the air filters here just like a normal 80 is. Fuel filter and the oil filters on that side, pretty easy to get to.
All right, we'll finish this up later. You got it.
So Jason had nonstop customers coming in, so we had to cut this a little bit short, but you basically saw everything there is to see. I drove this thing, and it is badass. And speaking of badass, Jason just imported 2 105 Land Cruisers. You know, the ones with the solid front axles? And he's looking for $40,000 a piece. One's diesel, one's petrol. Hit him up. I'll leave the information in the description box below. Tell him I sent you. And if you like this video, make sure you hit the like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment, and I will return the favor. I am out.